I'm Macy Eglund. Driverless cars here on Long Island. Could the emerging technology help make our dangerous roads safer?
We just need to understand more about how safe it really is.
Coming up in about 2 minutes, when we could see more self-driving cars being tested in our state. Only in Newsday, a retrial today in the fatal shooting of a Hofstra football coach. Former Hempstead resident Gary Lawrence was convicted of killing Joseph Healy outside of a fast food restaurant in 1990. That conviction was overturned 2 years ago when a judge ruled that police withheld potential leads to other suspects. Prosecutors say they believe Lawrence is still responsible for Healy's death. Developing now, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani is fighting for his life this morning. It's not clear what sent the 81-year-old to the hospital, how long he's been there, or what his prognosis is. A spokesman called Giuliani a fighter and says he remains in critical but stable condition. Lawmakers are nearing a deal to restrict ICE enforcement across the state. It would prohibit counties from signing agreements with ICE agents, restrict them from going into schools and churches without a warrant, and establish a right to sue federal officers for constitutional violations. If approved, that deal would be included in the final state budget. First in Newsday, a major redevelopment plan in downtown Mastic Beach is moving forward, but with less housing. The number of townhouses and apartments going up as part of the $590 million project is being reduced to 550. The decision followed concerns by residents that the project would overwhelm the neighborhood road business district there. More than 3,000 people pounded the pavement yesterday for the Jovia Long Island Marathon at Eisenhower Park. The overall winner was Long Island native Scott Bickard. The 37-year-old ran track at Bethpage High School 18 years ago.
I like the course, and Long Island marathon always means a lot to me.
Congratulations, and a big congratulations as well to 25-year-old Grace Garvey of Manhattan. She finished first on the women's side. Let's talk about your Monday forecast now. A sunny but windy start to the week. Taking a look outside at Windmill Bay and Beach in Sag Harbor, a pretty shot there. It will be sunny, highs in the low 60s across the island, but we could see those wind gusts as strong as 30 miles per hour at times, so be prepared for that. A few more clouds around tomorrow, and the wind sticks with us, but it will be warmer, temps closer to 70 degrees. We are tracking some showers as we take a look at your 7-day forecast right now. We could have some wet weather Wednesday and Thursday, as well as your weekend. Right now we're eyeing some rain for Saturday, but otherwise temps up near at least 60, a little warmer near 70 on Sunday.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
A new technology is changing how Long Islanders drive. Andrew Enger continues our year-long investigation into Long Island's dangerous roads. He's looking at whether self-driving cars could make our streets safer.
Definitely took some getting used to when I first tried this.
Jacob Kraniak owns a Tesla Model Y. The vehicle has what the automaker says is a full self-driving supervised mode, which allows the car to drive safely on its own, but only as long as the driver is ready to take control in an emergency. And in one case, Kraniak had to, as his car entered a roadway. But for the majority of the trip, the car seemed to drive safely.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting intersection here. Come on, go for it. Yeah, I was a little nervous there because it looked like that car was starting to go. That was the cautious behavior that I was describing.
But this new technology and other safety systems are becoming more common in new cars. Some experts think even if it's hard to change driver behavior or build safer roads, advances in vehicle technology can be part of the solution. Automatic emergency braking, blind spot, and lane departure warning, some experts say, are already improving road safety.
We started looking at these systems really a little over a decade ago.
David Harkey from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says the organization is now keeping a close eye on fully autonomous taxi company Waymo. The company's cars have no driver, a step beyond Tesla's supervised mode.
We just need to understand more about how safe it really is.
Waymo recently ended a test in New York City, but is operating in other parts of the U.S. Newsday transportation reporter Peter Gill says Waymo claims their driverless cars are 13 times safer than other vehicles.
The experts that I talked to were somewhat skeptical of those claims, but still believe that, yes, eventually we're going to get there.
So with its supporters and its issues, are Long Islanders ready for self-driving cars on our busy roads just yet?
I just don't trust them yet. It's got to be tested, but I like the idea. I think it works in some places, so why not here?
And maybe New Yorkers will get a chance to see some more driverless cars on the road, potentially increasing safety. Governor Kathy Hochul has expressed interest in more Waymo testing in the state, possibly on Long Island.
In the future, I think we will be seeing driverless cars on Long Island. It's a question of when.
Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
You can read more about driverless cars on Long Island and see our entire year-long investigation into Long Island's dangerous roads on our website, Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy. Need to maintain or repair an old solar system? Trust Sun Nation Service to fix it like new.
Well, the Knicks tip off their playoff series with the 76ers tonight at the Garden. Knicks beat writer Steve Popper looks at the key matchups.
Based off what we saw in the last three games, and particularly the last game against Atlanta in the opening round, they look like they might be the best team in basketball. They've been all year a question mark about just how good they are. When they're good, they look really good. I think they've won 5 games by at least 40 points this season, including that final game against Atlanta in the playoffs. So when they're clicking, they look like no team can beat them. I think that the Knicks have sort of all year long been kind of talking about this, moving upward, and it's not going to be one steady thing. There's going to be ups and downs. And I think that's something Mike Brown has stressed. And I think that they're sort of peaking right now. A lot of what the Knicks have had success with against the Sixers in the past is when Jalen Brunson just does Jalen Brunson things. The Sixers have athletic guards. It's sort of similar to the Knicks, a roster of starting lineup of just star power at almost every position. And they're versatile. They can do a lot of different things. But I think you'll see more of Jalen Brunson in the star role than you did against Atlanta. This is the team that right now looks to be peaking, looks to figure some things out, and is rested because they were one of the few teams, the only team that didn't go 7 games in the Eastern Conference playoffs opening round. So they're ready for what's next, I think, rested and ready.
Game 1 gets underway at 8 o'clock tonight at the Garden. You can read more about the Knicks and how OG could be the X factor for the team on Newsday.com. Again, click Get More below that Newsday TV video box.
Out East with Doug Geed is brought to you by Connect One Bank, a better place to be.
A little-known shrine on the East End draws people from all over the world to come pray, reflect, and meditate. Let's head out east with Doug Geed.
Along with old barns, windmills, and lighthouses, you'll also see lots of historic churches on the North and South Fork. The Mattituck Presbyterian Church has been around since 1853. The congregation was founded in 1715. Pretty amazing. I'm Doug Geed, out east on Newsday TV. Also pretty amazing is that there's a shrine on the East End that every year attracts thousands of people of all different nationalities.
The idea being then that this would be the place where Long Island comes to pray.
That idea started back in the 1950s, but it wasn't until the 1970s when all of it came to fruition and the shrine of Our Lady of the Island in Manorville was complete.
The heart of the property is the outdoor shrine.
The shrine sits on one of the highest peaks on Long Island. A marble statue sitting on a boulder is the focal point of what serves as an outdoor church.
We offer public services 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday at 11:30. On Sundays, we also have a Spanish Mass at 4 p.m.
There's also an indoor sanctuary in case of bad weather. But for decades, what's attracted visitors are the Stations of the Cross, a series of depictions of Jesus' last day on earth. That includes the slow climb to the scene of his crucifixion.
On the trail, this is the dramatic high point. On Good Friday, when we have thousands and thousands of people here, one of the challenges is the traffic control here, because we understand people want to linger, but there are also hundreds of people waiting behind for their chance to come up as well.
This past Good Friday, an estimated 8,000 visitors came to the shrine. But on a normal day, there might be just a handful. The shrine is open every day. It's free, but donations are welcome. You can roam the 70-acre site, even bring your own food and eat in the picnic area.
I come here to do my own work.
Lois Kozovsky was in college when she first came here. She later became a volunteer, then part of the staff.
I love it here. We have people from all around the world have come here too, from other countries too, so it's an amazing place.
There are arboretums, there are gardens to visit. This is not that. And many people will talk about just feeling the prayerfulness on the grounds, which is a draw for them to come back.
In Manorville for Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
For information about planning a trip to the shrine or to see more Out East with Doug Geed segments, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. See more on all of these stories on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other streaming services you see here. I'm Macy Eglund. We've got more local news coming up.
Can self-driving cars and other technological advancements reduce crashes and make Long Island safer?
We just need to understand how safe it really is.
Driverless cars, safer roads, now available at Newsday.com/dangerousroads.